Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. Needless to say, 2020 has been a very tumultuous year as it relates to civil and social unrest, the COVID-19, and the political scene that is up on us. So a lot of things going on.
A brand new decade, and you never knew it was going to unfold like this.
You are correct. We've got a great show. Some of the things we're going to be talking about today are interviews that we did with MSD and LG&E. Also, we interviewed a couple of weeks ago Mama Rose, who's been very instrumental with the Breonna Taylor Memorial that's downtown on 6th and Jefferson Street.
Right.
So just kind of show you a little bit of what we did with her. Also, we've got health and fitness information with Milltown Cycling, and also keeping you straight with By Any Means Fitness.
Yes.
And we can't forget our friends also at B96 and 101.3. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
Mothers,
fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during a storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serve.
Mental health care matters.
Treatment of substance abuse matters.
Medical screenings matter.
And we want you to know access to health care matters. So if you live in Kentucky and need health care, it's your right. Stand up, show up, and sign up with no pay up. It's as easy as 123. Call 855-459-6328. We all know Black Lives Matter, but we want you to know your health matters as well.
Well, as you know, every month we work with LG&E and we produce a segment that calls Energy Matters.
Yes.
And this month was no different. But we got to meet with them at one of their sites to dealing with electric vehicles. And it might be something that you want to consider. So take a look. Well, we're back with another segment of Energy Matters with LG&E. And I'm here with my very good friend, Liz Pratt. Welcome back, Liz. Good to see you as always.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
And I know we just recently celebrated National Drive Electric Week, and it talks about the benefits of electric and hybrid vehicles. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, this is a great week each year for us to talk more about the programs and services that we offer for our customers, electric vehicle drivers, and those who are exploring purchasing an electric vehicle or a plug-in hybrid.
All right. So tell us a little bit more in terms of how we can increase awareness and how we can get more people engaged in the program.
Yeah, so first and foremost, there are still some misconceptions out there. Even though, according to Electric Power Research Institute, there's more than 1.5 million hybrid plug-in electric vehicles and electric vehicles purchased today. This is still kind of a new market. So this is a great opportunity to share with our customers and with EV drivers some of the programs and services that we offer.
And I know that there is not only a nationwide plan, but LG&E is working locally to really expand in terms of how people perceive electric vehicles.
Yes, so for instance, one great area that we are doing more to better educate our customers and drivers in the area is that whether you are charging from home or on the go, there's really great options out there. So we know that for an EV driver, more than 80% of their charging is actually done at home. So for some they may think that, there's additional equipment that needs to be purchased or that might be a complex process. But in reality, it's really a standard electric outlet in most cases.
Okay, so I noticed there, just kind of looking at the information that I've seen, there's multiple opportunities. So you've got public charging, then they talk about hosted charging systems, and you also mentioned charging at home. So you're finding that more people are using the public versus the home, or is it just the reverse?
So LG&E offers 10 public stations out throughout our community. So, for instance, we're here today at Seneca Park, and this is one of the 10 public charging stations that we offer. And these are located in locations like a park or near shopping or where others may be able to get out and get their groceries. So they're really located in convenient areas, in publicly accessible locations for drivers who are on the go. And in addition, as you mentioned, more for EV drivers, more than 80% of their charging is typically done at home. So these public charging stations are really great options for if they're out and about and on the go, that they can plug in while they're out, recharge, and then get going.
Right. Now I know a lot, if a lot of people watching are like me, you're not an electric car driver. So, some of the basic questions I have is, how long does it take to charge the average car or anything like that?
So it really depends on the type of charger that you use. For instance, you may have heard the terms level 1, level 2, and fast charger.
Okay.
And really that helps indicate the type of charging that it provides and the amount of time.
Okay, so if someone comes up into the park and we've got this neat little charge point here, what's the process? And I'm going to step back and let you show us how we normally would go through it.
Sure. So, and actually here, we brought one of our electric vehicles, the Chevy Bolt. So we have several within our own LG&E vehicle fleet. And so what you do is as you pull up, these charging stations are designated for EV drivers. And so they have these safety ports. And you can go ahead and swipe a card, or you can set up a charge point account, and then you just go ahead and charge in.
Okay, and see, that was going to be my very next question. I'm looking at to see, where do you pay? Where do you swipe, tap your credit card? Where do you do those things?
Depending on, in the local area, depending on local taxes, it's about $1 an hour.
Okay. And if people want to really compare, so I'm a gas user now, I'm thinking about electric, but how do I do that kind of comparison, and can LG&E help us with that?
Yeah, so that is a great question. We do offer lots of information available on our website, one of which is that information. And so based on current electric rates, it's comparable to about, to charge an electric vehicle, it's comparable to about 85 cents per gallon at the pump.
Well, it was good catching up with Liz and seeing what you can do in relationship to electric vehicles. We know Tyler all the time, she's talking about that she wants an electric vehicle. And we've got some friends that have some, and it's one out there for you regardless of what price range that you want to be in. And looking at fueling prices compared to gas, it rates to about, I think she said about 86 cents per gallon, but it's unique.
I know, but I used to be concerned about, where can you pull up to charge, because you have a lot of gas station sites, but now these charging sites are popping up more and more around the city, so it just makes sense. And I have a friend, and on the back her license plate is Specialized, and it says gas buy.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are choosing. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
My name is Michelle Jones, and I'm in customer care. I've been with the organization since August, so August the 4th will be my anniversary. Well, Drops of Kindness is a Louisville Water Company's version of being, or another version of being, socially responsible. It's serving the community. Right now, everyone is suffering through the virus, through economic issues, not being able to pay their bills on time. Everybody is getting behind, even customers that previously always made their payments on time. So Drops of Kindness is us being socially responsible, offering some options, and the options being a pay plan, so that this is uniquely customized by the customer. They're telling us when they can pay and how much they can pay. I mean, it's structured weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly payment plan, but it's given them the opportunity to consider everything else that they have going on, their rent, their other bills, even their current water bill, but it gives them the opportunity to get caught up. Well, the responses are quite favorable because they're in trouble. They know that they have this high water bill that's looming over their head, and they're concerned about keeping their water. So they're quite favorable. We've sent out communications, and we've got some information out in media. So they're reaching out to us, and we're reaching out to them. And they like it. They like being able to have a plan so that they can pay their bills because they want to pay their bills. They just right now with people not working, with the cost of products being more, it's difficult for them. So they're anxious to pay their bills, and they're excited that we have a plan for them. For me, it's rewarding because I am customer service. It's what I do. I'm not in customer service by accident. So to be able to talk to people in good times and it's happy, it smiles, that's good. But even when they're in the worst time of their life, I do find it rewarding to be able to meet them there, to speak to them at their level, to offer some solutions. So it's rewarding for me because these are times when your customer service chops are put to test. So if someone wants to take advantage of or to learn more about acts of kindness, they just need to give us a call here in customer care, and we will work with them. It sometimes turns out to be a long call because we need them to look at the calendar and work with their budget, because it's important that they don't just select a random amount. It needs to fit in their budget so that they can be successful. So it's just a telephone call. We are very proud of the drinking water at Louisville Water. We have named it Louisville Pure Tap, so we're really proud of the quality of the water that we bring to you. It's safe.
Having a voice matters.
Equity matters.
Justice and peace matter.
Black lives matter.
And we want you to know your health matters. So, if you live in Kentucky and need health care, it's your right. Stand up, show up, and sign up with no pay up. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Call 855-459-6328. We all know Black Lives Matter, but we want you to know your health matters as well.
Well, as you know, we've been telling you all and trying to encourage everybody to get out there and do something as it relates to fitness, and we've been doing our part.
Yes, but we kind of took off a few days. You know what? I feel sluggish, and I don't like the fact that I have not been exercising.
Right, and if you're looking for some things to do, 2 things we would advise you to check out. Of course, go out to Milltown Cycling and talk to them. And also, we've been working with By Any Means Fitness. So take a look at this.
Hey everybody out there in Urban Lifestyles, I'm Ross with Milltown Cycling, and I'm with Alfred, a great customer, a friend of mine, and he has been getting into cycling and has just gotten to it this year with a group of friends, and I wanted to kind of ask him a few questions, and I thought that maybe it would help you, the audience, kind of understand what we do here and what cycling is like. So far, like getting into cycling, when you were a kid, did you have nicer bikes, or is this like more or less your first experience getting into the... What's the difference? Like, do you remember like having a bike when you were a kid? Versus...
Yeah, definitely. When I was a child, all we had was like dirt bikes that we put together, and we just made our days fun with those type of bikes. But getting into cycling and the experience that I've had here with you guys is truly like a family experience. And one of the things I will say is I started back due to this pandemic with this lovely piece of equipment here, and I put about 1,200 miles on it so far. And just working with Ross and his lovely team here, they've given me all the insight that I really need to upgrade to better equipment to help me stay in shape, physically fit, and keep my mind mentally clear.
And it's been awesome, and it's kind of, his experience is pretty standard. A lot of people start with more of the hybrid style of bike here, and that's great when you're getting, ride the parklands, wanting to do 10, 20-mile rides. But if you cycle and you progress, very quick you're going to get beyond that. And one of the things that he doesn't want to do is kind of make it too not fun. So you didn't want to get the drop bars, right?
Correct.
And you found these bikes fairly comfortable with your bag and everything?
Definitely. Growing up as a child, I had a 10-speed, some dirt bikes and other things like that. But as you begin to learn this type of sport, you learn about the different bikes and different techniques you can have. And just with these type of handlebars here, it helps me ride upright, and I can still get a maximum performance every time out. I mean, our group, we generally started out riding 6 to 10 miles every time out. Now we're doing 40, 50-mile rides, averaging about 18, 19, 20 miles an hour. So it's been a very...
I'll tell you, if he's averaging that on a hybrid, just watch out, Lance here. We gotta... But this is kind of funny. These bikes look very similar. But so this is called the Escape, and it's more of a fitness hybrid. This is what we would call a flat bar road bike. It's called the Fast Road. And while they look the same, some of the gear ratios are very different. So this is going to have the Shimano road bike parts on it. This is called a Claris rear derailleur. But the point of which, the pedaling is going to be much more efficient on this, where he may run out of gears on that bike and feel like he really can't get the speed he wants. The faster gear is going to be a little bit faster on this, and this is still going to give you the range to go around. One of the things too, as you're growing as a cyclist, you know, your first bike's probably going to be your first bike, and he's just into this, so this is his second bike, but who knows where he's going to end up. Have you found us to be pretty fair with the trade-ins and everything?
Yeah, you guys have been phenomenal. I mean, I've went to a lot of bike shops, and I've even purchased bikes for some other stores on Barstown Road, but I won't go anywhere else. This is home for me, and I suggest this be home for you guys as well. Bring your friends, family, and everyone here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, thanks, Urban Lifestyles. If you get a chance, come check us out. Like us online. Hey, and by the way, there's a new store on Barstown Road coming soon.
Hey, Max and Denise, we wanted to come to you through the gym today. We're both in here working. We got clients going today. So one thing we want to talk to you about is about how to pick what weight you're working out with. If you're going to go up a weight or go down, it's really based on form.
Yes.
So say you're doing 3 sets of 10 and you have 10-pound dumbbells. Well, you get to your second set and you notice that it's still pretty easy. Well, let's go ahead and go to your third set. Why not go to 12 pounds if you're still kind of really pushing easy with the 10 pounds?
Exactly.
So that's kind of a way to gauge. And then say if you're on your third set and you have 12 pounds, but you only get 6 reps, then that means you might actually want to go down and maybe stay at the 10 if you can't complete 3 full rounds of 10 reps with the 10 weights.
Exactly, and another thing to look at beyond just your strength is your form. If you're finding that, you know, you're not able to keep consistently good form with the weight that you're using, you need to drop down because you're risking injuring yourself, and there's no reason to hurt yourself in the gym trying to lift weights heavier than your body needs to be lifting.
That's it. So you have to be a good judgment of how much weight you're using. I mean, you don't have a coach there with you or a partner. So again, if it's a little too easy, trying to push yourself, but if you can't finish your reps, then you need to stay in that range until you can fully complete your lift.
Exactly, right? And I'll say, if you've been working out for several months, several years, and you're still using those 5-pound dumbbells, it's time to step in.
It's time to push it up, right? More resistance, better results. So really push yourself when you're in the gym. Don't just be comfortable. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable, right?
Yes, that's it.
All right, so that's just from us. Hope you guys have a good workout. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
You know, we rode our bike last weekend and took a nice bike ride. And you don't have to ride far. You don't have to ride fast. We probably rode about 25 miles or so. But it was just a good day to get out and have some fun. And then, of course, we do our own fitness routines here at the house.
Yeah.
And we're trying to, follow as closely as we can what Dewan and Jordan have been instructing us to do.
Yes.
And I think we can see some improvement.
Yeah, I do. I just feel better.
Yes.
And I want to be mobile, and I want to have a strong core because I don't want to be feeble and weak.
You're right. And the key is to make the best of your life the rest of your life. And these things happen through fitness, exercise, and things like that. So we'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
Mental health care matters.
Treatment of substance abuse matters.
Medical screenings matter.
And we want you to know access to health care matters. So if you live in Kentucky and need health care, it's your right. Stand up, show up, and sign up with no pay up. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Call 855-459-6328. We all know Black Lives Matter, but we want you to know your health matters as well.
Well, this month we're talking with MSD about the numerous projects that they have going on, but one is the Waterway project. So we're catching up with Jacob this morning. Jacob, how are you?
Hi, Jacob.
And one of the first questions that we want to ask you is, what is the purpose of the Waterway Protection Tunnel and why build it?
MSD's Waterway Protection Tunnel is an innovative alternative to 4 planned storage basins within our community, originally outlined in the Integrative Overflow Abatement Plan with the federal government to reduce combined sewer overflows into our local waterways.
So where is this tunnel located, and when did the project begin?
The tunnel itself is about 200 feet below ground on average, and it is 4 miles in length. It starts on the west end of downtown around 12th and Rowan and extends east to Lexington Road and Grinstead Drive.
We've talked before about Bumblebee, but can you give us a little bit more information on what Bumblebee really is?
Bumblebee is the nickname of the tunnel boring machine that MSD used to excavate the waterway protection tunnel. The name was submitted by Michael Fitzner, an accounting analyst with MSD, based on his family's connection with Louisville great Muhammad Ali.
So tell us, feel like this is like one of those game show questions. What breakthrough accomplishment did Bumblebee have recently?
The breakthrough in the tunneling world is when the tunnel boring machine reaches its final destination along its route, which happens to be at a drop shaft located at the Grinstead Drive and Lexington Road property. So we were able to actually excavate through the final pieces of rock and into that shaft, where Bumblebee will then be disassembled and brought to the surface.
So what is the significance of this milestone?
The breakthrough is a very significant milestone for this project, as it marks the completion of the most difficult part of the project, which is the excavation of the rock. At being 200 feet below ground and excavating through rock blindly, not knowing what's in front of you, has its challenges, which we have faced during the last 20 months of excavation, and we're now 75% complete with the overall project and into the easier phase of the project, which includes removal of Bumblebee and then ultimately placement of the concrete liner within the tunnel.
When it's all said and done, when will the tunnel be functional?
Excavation is complete. The contractor will spend approximately the next 2 months disassembling Bumblebee and bringing it to the surface piece by piece, where it'll be fully disassembled and placed on approximately 55 tractor trailers to be hauled off to its next destination. Once that Bumblebee is removed from the tunnel, the contractor will then work on cleaning the tunnel out, getting any loose rock and dirt and debris off the bottom, and then we will begin placement of the concrete liner. The concrete liner will be a 12-inch ring of concrete placed against the rock to give us a nice smooth surface within the tunnel. The schedule currently has us completing concrete lining of the tunnel and putting it into service in the fall of 2021. So approximately a year from now.
So when this project is complete, what will we see above ground?
When this project is completed, most of the project will be below ground and never seen by the public. But one of the benefits with this project is that MSD will create 2 parks, one on each end of the project. The east end portion of the project at Lexington and Grinstead will be converted to a grass area with a small trailhead and parking lot that will connect to the Beargrass Greenway Trail. And then on the west end of the project at 12th and Rowan, that property will be turned into a grass surface from its previously gravel lot that was there. And then the property deeded over to Waterfront Development for their completion of Phase 4 Waterfront Park.
Well, as always, it's great information, and thanks for sharing with us. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
For R&B. Magic 101.3.
With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning Show.
Mothers,
Fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during a storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serve.
Mental health care matters.
Treatment of substance abuse matters.
Medical screenings matter.
And we want you to know access to health care matters. So, if you live in Kentucky and need health care, it's your right. Stand up, show up, and sign up with no pay up. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Call 855-459-6328. We all know Black Lives Matter, but we want you to know your health matters as well.
So we like to keep our finger on the pulse of the city, what's going on, and no better people to partner with is B96 and 101.3. Harlan, tell us what's going on.
Magic 101.3, Kentuckiana's #1 for throwbacks in R&B. How are you? It's me, Herlin Robinson, coming to you, letting you know what's going down on the station. Magic 101.3 is doing some big things. For instance, hey, you need that stimulus cash? We got you, all right? Before the stimulus package even comes out, we're giving you $1,000. Steve's Stimulus Cash. Every hour on the hour, giving you a chance to walk away with $1,000. You don't have any plans for October the 31st? Well, we got something for you. We got the Halloween Run 5K happening at the outlet shops of the Bluegrass. Kids, check this out. Tell your mama and your daddy you want to take part in the Candy Dash. Go to 1013online.com to register for the Halloween Run 5K. We're putting folks back to work. You know we got to do that, right? This pandemic's got folks out of jobs. Go to our website again, 1013online.com. Hit the Putting Kentuckiana Back to Work. We got jobs. I'm not playing with you. We got jobs. And here's something else we're doing too. Now, a lot of us, you know what? We miss the live concerts. We got something for you. Mike's Epps Virtual Hip Hop Party. You got to listen all week long. I got tickets. We're going to make sure we hook you up, right? That's what we do every single day, every single week, every single month, right on Magic 101.3. And whose station is it? It's your station. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, baby. It's your station.
Hey, Herlin, thanks for that information. Always something we can use.
Yeah, I'm always finding out something good.
Yeah. And one thing we definitely want to encourage people to do, and that is what? Vote. I don't mean vote multiple times, but make sure that you get out there and vote.
But for me, it's vote for the right candidate that's going to make the best of your life, and don't waste it on some type of name that doesn't mean anything, that's not significant. You know what I'm talking about.
All right. So as we can see, Denise once again is speaking in code. So we will.
But it's not a dog whistle.
It's not a dog whistle. Well, that is our show.
Oh, that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.
For R&B.
Can we swim a lake by the ocean?
Magic 101.3.
Give me that green light. With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning Show.